I think canned wine is catching on because millennials are not as hung up on tradition, and they're just looking for something that works for them, that gives them wine, which they enjoy as a drink and a beverage either after work or with dinner. And then also, they're not hung up on needing to have the cork and all of that sort of stuff. And this is just a really easy way to just open a can and pour yourself a glass or two and you're done. And the next time you feel like wine, a few days later, you've got another can to open and everything's fresh. So it's just practical. It's versatile because you can carry it anywhere you want to go, and you can enjoy wine if you're a wine lover and not a beer drinker. There's a lot of drinking trends that are going on right now, and so millennials are into canned wine because if they feel like wine that day as opposed to a Moscow Mule or a wonderful craft beer, then they can just open a can, have a glass or two, whatever size that can offers, because there's various sizes, and enjoy it, and then next day have something else, and they're not worried about that they've spent $20 on a bottle of wine and it's only half drunk and it's not going to be as good the next time they go around. So it's practical, it's fun, it's easy, and it's recyclable. Rath got into canned wines at the strong suggestion of our distributor in New York. They could hardly keep canned wines in inventory because of the business they were doing in Brooklyn, which is where a lot of millennials live. So we looked at it, and we had some grapes that were being sold that we weren't using, and we were selling as fruit, and we thought, why not capture that and offer something of really high quality, because we didn't see that out in the marketplace at that time. So these are grapes that are grown exclusively from our small 70-acre estate vineyard, and we take the same care that we take with our bottled wines. So in fact, the canned wine is actually a bargain, relatively speaking, in terms of what you get per ounce and all that sort of stuff. And so it's Sauvignon Blanc that is made by our same winemaking team with the same approach, and we put it in a can instead of a bottle. This is our Sauvignon Blanc, and its AL13 is the periodic table symbol for aluminum. It's sort of our attempted humor, wine humor. And we just call it Al Sauvignon Blanc. But since you can't take canned wine too seriously, even though we're serious about the quality, the whole idea is just it's a fun way to enjoy wine. Why not have fun with the fact that it's in an aluminum can? And that's how it got its name. This has a little cap that snaps on and off, and you can order those from Amazon. You get a whole bag of them for $8. And so people who use cans frequently have them, really, they're made for soda pop to keep the fizz in, carbonated drink. But it works really well. But mostly, this is just 2.5 glasses, so finishing that isn't as much of an issue as it is a whole bottle of wine. We've been asked many times by our distributors to add other wines into, offer other varietals. And right now, we want to focus on doing one thing and doing one thing really well. And down the road, who knows? But this is only our second vintage, and I think that it's better to just do one thing and do it well. Canned Sauvignon Blanc, our Al Sauvignon Blanc, retails for around $7.99 a can. And most of it is sold like craft beer. It does come packaged in a little 4-pack holder, but in most locations they take that off, and you really just buy 1, 2, or all 4, as many cans as you decide you want. And you can mix and match. And so $7.99 seems to be a good benchmark price. Much less than that, and you start to wonder about quality. Much more than that, and you start to wonder why you're not buying a bottle of wine. And you can find Rath in the Dallas-Fort Worth area at Green Spot over on Buckner Boulevard. Central Market on Lover's Lane has it. Flamingo Wine and Liquor over off of, like in the Turtle Creek area over off of Cedar Springs has it. And Veritas Wine Bar over off of Henderson has it. So we're sort of got some convenient spots all across town that you can pop in and get a few cans and enjoy them for yourself. Canned wines got popular in general because aside from what we've already spoken about, the millennials, not being hung up on tradition and looking for something that was just ease of use, they are so versatile. There's so many times that you're in a place where you don't really, a glass of wine is not accepted or appropriate. And I think back to my college days when everybody was throwing cans of beer in a cooler. I would have killed to have some cans of wine to add because I was never a beer drinker. One of our best markets in the United States is Jackson Hole, Wyoming, because that's where a lot of people stop and outfit themselves and stock up on food before they head into the Grand Tetons or over into Yellowstone. And so it just flies off the shelf there because you put it in, you can pack it, you can chill it down as needed. If you're camping, you can put it in a stream, and then you can recycle it back out. So it's just complete ease of use. If you're poolside and you have a big party, you might not want people carrying glasses of wine around for somebody to kick over. Cans of wine are just perfect for that. So there's lots of uses for it. And our cans are lined on the inside, which helps keep them colder on the inside because there's a little pocket of air. And the wine never really touches aluminum either, by the way, because I've been asked that by several people. It keeps everything pristine, cold, and fresh until you crack it open and are ready to just enjoy it.